it's down again. So doesn't matter if we were on sell position or in a buy position, we would have been washed out in either direction. All right. So ECB press conference, the European Central Bank press conference, 2:45. Keep that in mind. Very important. We also major moves in the market. More hawkish than expected is good for currency. So we'll see. Monetary policy statement. What do we got here? Interest rates on the main refinancing operations that provide the bulk of liquidity to the banking system. Oh, okay. So this is basically how much is it going to cost for the banking system to borrow money? Just to put it very short. And of course, that is very important because if it costs more for banks to borrow money, then banks themselves will increase their interest rates to their customers, which means money becomes more expensive because which means people tend to hold the money instead of borrowing money from the banks, which is of course good for currency. Actually greater than forecast, good for currency. So that is a strength for euro. So let's say, for example, Euro USD. We're trading Euro USD. If we get a higher number than what's expected, which what is expected is 3.5%. If we get a higher number than that, you can definitely expect euro to pump, which means Euro USD goes up. And that's the fundamentals for that. With that said, let's look at Euro USD. Where are we? USD has also been on a major volatile move. Let me just check this quick here. So we're still inside this big sweet spot zone. You guys see it very clearly. It's respecting the structure. We're still respecting the structure. We were trying to break underneath, which didn't happen. Candle closed above, so respecting the structure perfectly actually. What it did also, it tested the 50% Fibonacci retracement, so this, the bottom of the sweet spot zone. No, rejected. Market came back up, showing a lot of strength. Euro showing strength right now. We inside the structure again, so actually we should go up from here. Where the buy would be right now, nowhere, because we're in the middle of the candle. Let me see. Let me just check this markets quick. See where we are exactly, if we have some kind of buy situation here. So what I'm looking at now is this sequence and this sequence. We have two sequences here. We have this big sequence from here all the way down, and we have this smaller sequence inside that big sequence. This is what I'm looking at, and this is the Fibonacci lines that you see here. So the dotted lines are the big sequence, and the the filled lines are the smaller sequence. And looking at that, I can see that we just broke above the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement on that major big swing. Remember, the dotted lines are the big swing, the big sequence. We just broke through. So what I would want to do here is, I would want to see this market, look, so like I said, we might have a buy situation here. I would want to see this market retest this zone again for potential buy. What I mean with retest, I want to see this candle come down, or next candle, whatever. I want to see a candle come down, test it as support, like really showing that it's rejecting this support here. Boom, then we have the entry. If it doesn't hold, next line for possible entry for our buy would be here. Between these two, what do we got? We got about 35 pips. Yep.